Greetings, friends. Welcome back to the Nerd Alchemist YouTube page here. It is early. I have my Jason Voorhees coffee. I am ready to get the shit scared out of me first thing in the morning with a trailer reaction. We'll have some of these coming this week. And actually an amazing array of trailers have been dropping recently for movies that who knows when we'll see them. Hopefully we'll see all of these, sooner rather than later. I'm looking at you, Halloween Kills. I'll be talking about that later. But this morning, we are starting with one that I have been so excited for so long. Brandon Cronenberg's Possessor. Possessor. That makes it sound like a supervillain. This movie has been billed to me as science fiction body horror. It sounds exactly like the kind of thing you want the apple from the David Cronenberg tree to be delving into. This is the first Brandon Cronenberg movie, I believe, since Antiviral. I think that's the last of his movies I saw. So without further ado, let's get right in to Possessor. All right, so if you're watching, this is the Possessor official trailer from Movie Trailer Source. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1. Oh shit, red band already, okay.
Interface is active and we're at full power.
Ooh, neon, that's always a good sign.
What's your levels this time?
You just make sure you pull the trigger on the way out.
I couldn't do anything on my face.
Locked in, with no loss of control permitted during this performance.
We can't afford any mistakes on this one.
Ready?
That's it. Mandy, washed in more lights.
2, 3, 4,
Red butterfly, waxy hands.
5, 6,
Oh man.
7, 9, 10. Good.
That knife shot hurt my belly.
Very good.
Oh, Jennifer Jason Leigh, that's never a good sign. Okay. A Brandon Cronenberg film. Okay, Jesus Christ, yeah. That's a lot to take in as I take my first sips of coffee. What I would say is it shows you a lot of the substance or the style and not as much of what's going on, right? Anytime you're wearing a medically prescribed plague doctor mask, that seems wrong with vacuum tubes. A lot of blood pouring out of the body. There's a shot in the trailer that really is kind of fucking with my head right now. The close-up of the ear that looks like it's being rattled by the sounds. It feels like one of those movies where they're going to put a real tight camera on various parts of the body and just show you how unsafe they are, right? This feels like one of those unsafe movies. Andrea Riseborough is the lead. Again, just being washed in colors and horrible things. Poor Mandy. This might be the lane now. I did read that Sean Bean's in this, so I'm sure his body will be getting all kinds of jacked up because that's what he does. And Jennifer Jason Leigh is your doctor. Feels like something you want to avoid all the time in life. But yeah, everything I've read is very unsettling. This feels like it might be one of those movies that plays with reality around the edges. You guys know I love that. But yeah, a lot of good images. The knife slowly going in. The 2 side stabs. I don't love side stabbing. And again, a lot of colors. We saw very bright reds as the almost looks like a wax mask, right? We saw a wax hand forming. The 2 friends coming down the yellow stairs. The weird position that I don't know why people like when you're in like a catcher's position and, your lady partner's on top of you, but that was all blue. Blue's not exactly the color that I would want my romantic rendezvous filmed in. That feels very cold and distant. So that's weird, right? As the body's warming up as we're seeking pleasure to use such a cold wash over that scene. So it feels like this is going to be one of those ones that says, hey, your body is not a wonderland, as you've been told by the radio, and some really bad things can happen, and that the mind is going to be the driver for all of these other physical manifestations. All I know is that it looks great. The fear and the playing with the edges of reality looks great, and it has an amazing cast, man. And I'm really excited to see. I keep hearing people describe this as the movie that will solidify Brandon Cronenberg as one of the heavyweights of this new crop of horror movie directors that have been popping up over the last couple years. So yeah, man, I love the trailer. It doesn't tell me a lot about what's going on, but I'm fine with that. What it does is it shows me the kind of atmosphere that I'll be sitting in and spending time in, and that matters a lot to me. Yeah, I'm afraid to keep drinking my coffee. What if some of that crumbly skin or something fell into it? So it's gross. It looks intense and it looks beautiful. And I'm really into all the people that are involved in the project. So this is going to be a definitely throw your money on the stage, man. This was a tease that absolutely worked on me. You can find our podcast, The Film Alchemist, on any podcast app that you're on. But if you find it on Apple Podcast app, please take a second and leave us a rating and review. It helps us out a ton. Make sure to subscribe here at the Nerd Alchemist for some more cool stuff we have coming up. If there are any trailers or films you'd like us to talk about, leave those in the comments, or you can email the show, filmalchemistpod@gmail.com. We're on all the social media you're on, so get at us, guys. It was nice spending the morning watching trailers with you. We'll be back soon with more movie preview magic.